First class of school. The freshman is restless in class. The teacher told him to read the first page of the book. Unexpectedly, he only glanced at it. Isn't Rod IT talking back to the teacher? The teacher strode over and took away his book. But the girl closed her eyes. The page just came to mind. He read it out easily. Word for word. You learned it. I just looked at it. Then I have the page in my mind and can read off the page.
I just looked at it.
The girl is a rare visual thinker.
Then I have the page in my mind.
He looks at things as if they were being photographed
page.
and saved. You can always pop that picture in your head. And while he was thinking, the brain is like a projector. Someone said to him shoes. That's what happens in his mind. Someone told him a miracle. He would think in a flash. Sounds like a superpower, doesn't it? But he didn't speak until he was 4. Childhood is often characterized by emotional breakdowns. The neurologist diagnosed it as autism. Suggested that his mother put him in a nursing home for long-term treatment. Fortunately, the mother refused to accept her fate. It took a lot of trouble. Give your daughter the language and writing bit by bit. God knows how much she suffered in those years. And it is in the abundance of love. The girl slowly came out of her shell of autism. It doesn't mean he's healthy. Autism still poses many challenges. Some sounds were like bayonets to him. Small changes in our living environment are like earthquakes. And most of all, when someone touches him, it's like laying a foundation. So he couldn't hug as a child. Support and support. Work slowly to give him a healthy childhood. Society is always biased. The girl has seen countless discriminatory looks and taunts. I've been fired a lot of times. In the endless shenanigans. He learned the way to defend himself early with his fists. But violence. More often than not, he gets himself into more trouble. Until a special science teacher noticed him. He was not like any other child. Stay away from the crowd and spend all day in the school horse. The friends he cares about most are not people. It was a man who was sick. The bad-tempered Litherma. Everyone feared being bitten and kicked by him. He dared to approach. Soothe his nerves. Even gain his trust. Until Litherma's death. The girl will stare at his body for a long time. His face never betrayed sadness. But who knows what he's thinking? When the science teacher came to talk to him, he found that the girl had a different mind. He could remember every unique detail about the horse. He would remember every horse that looked like him. And remember exactly where you saw it. When he thinks about shoes, hundreds of images of shoes flashed through his mind. He even said that the teacher in front of him only had 3 pairs of shoes. One of them needs a heel change. The teacher realized. A girl's brain is an image search engine. He is a genius. Different from other teachers hot online writing. Science teacher. He was given a course in visual studies. Use a perspective experiment. Found an interest in science for girls. In the study and exploration of perspective. He learned to ignore strange looks. Focus on research. In the failure of model building, he learned to live with depression. In the process of constantly consulting the teacher, he became more and more adept at self-awareness. But I can't know, I know it's from chaos. I mean, I'm still gonna go ballistic. But it won't be knocked down again.
You have to think of all the features in
He also learned to ask for help.
walls,
Give it a call,
floor,
please. You
ceiling,
have to think of all the features in the room. The walls, the floor, ceilings, the doors. Need how long? This teenage autistic girl. Depends on yourself. Made a wonderful room of adoration illusion. Genius invention. Let him gain the recognition and encouragement of others for the first time. He smiled shyly. The ideal gleamed in his heart. The teacher encouraged him to go on to college. He knew the girl was autistic. Lacked the courage to step outside your comfort zone.
temple.
So he said something like the
Think
temple.
of it as a door.
Think of it as a door. A door that's going to open up onto a
A
whole new
door
world
that's
for
going
you.
to open up onto a
sentence to
whole
encourage.
new world for you.
Become the most important belief for girls in the future. Accompany him every time powerless. And every breakthrough. This is a true story. It happened almost 50 years ago. The girl's name is Temple Grandin. Is a well-known scientist with autism. He was named to Time magazine in 2010. One of the 100 most influential people in the world. Heroes ranked 5th. His life was a continual journey of breaking down prejudice. If you can't read, you go to a sanatorium. We cannot learn culture without making friends. He's heard every word about not living a normal life. But he proved wrong on every one of them. This is his 1966 biopic. Tian Bao, 19, is going to college. Came to the city far away from home alone. Stay at my aunt's farm. There are animals everywhere. The significance of Zheng He Tianbao. He seems to have a natural empathy for animals. You can even see the horse's eyes.